So you were vegan for 10 years.
Yes, for 10 years.
Explain to me or talk about when you changed from being just eating everything to going into your veganism for
Yeah.
the first couple of years. How did your body change? What did you feel? What was good? What was bad? Did you need more protein?
So when I switched, my breakfast could be, tuna sandwich, egg, or scrambled eggs, and you had some meat for dinner and lunch and mince. So what I just kind of did on the day was just switching out the meat. Also, maybe what I can add to it was before, maybe a year prior to this choice, or even more, I went into fitness for the first time, like really ever. So I had a personal trainer who helped me, and then also with the diet. So just kind of, and then what I did to make it easier was just kind of slim it down to kind of a couple of options. So like maybe half a year, I had the same food for for breakfast, lunch, dinner, just did the same. So then on the change, I just took out the tuna and eggs. And I was like, oh, I had a Vegemite sandwich. I love Vegemite. I just did a chili, but I just took out the meat and added some chickpeas.
Sure.
Something like that. And lots of vegetables. So I just kind of had that. So the first month, I was not good. I mean, my whole body. What came out, the bag, that was green. I mean, it was green liquid. I'm just telling you that.
And
so much fiber.
I'm out again.
I felt great. I felt I had energy, more energy. Could be that it was just loaded up on carbs. It's like, meh.
Yeah, I mean, I think that hard of a change and kind of relying on carbohydrates as your energy source, the shock to your system probably felt good because at the same time you were probably getting quite lean.
No, I felt good. I mean, you hang out with other vegans, and food wise, you had lentils, all of it. You felt you had enough.
Yeah.
But maybe it could be. I still worked out almost the same. I didn't notice if I lost any kind of mass. I think I noticed that later, like years later when I came back home. But then I didn't train as much. I didn't have that same. I moved back to Sweden again. It was just kind of okay. How do I adapt here? Again, and I lost all of that kind of vegan friends, and it was tough being kind of the outcast. I say sorry to all my friends. I have already done many times because I was like, "Hey, you should be vegan. Hey, you shouldn't eat that. You know that that's bad for you. You shouldn't drink milk. Don't do that."
Anything that you do that is a choice for you. And one of the things also why when somebody tells me is like, I want to try Brave. Is it nice? So I don't want to say that it's the best thing or that is. I just want to say. And that's why we have the trials. You try it if it's for you. If it makes you come back and you feel good and you feel happy about it, then that's the thing that you should do. If dancing it is, then dance. If this, whatever it is, I just don't agree with the trying to force somebody or to preach. Because it goes, for me, it triggers the religious part. When you have somebody that's trying to force something on you because they think that this is the thing that is good. Buddy, if it's good for you, I'm so happy and I support you. And if I invite you to eat, I'll make a vegan course or buy some vegan stuff for you and have it at home. But I like this other thing and it works for me.
10 years of veganism.
10 years of regret.
No, come on. You had to learn this.
Yes.
You had to learn that yes, I've done this for 10 years or whatever, and this part feels good, this part does not. But that's how long it took you personally to figure out what nutrition was for you. Tell me about the transition out of that now.
I think it started, let's say, just maybe 2 years ago. Also, during these 10 years, I had like maybe a half year somewhere when I added back in eggs. My doubt started kind of grew maybe 2 years ago, or I felt it's time to go back. But then I was like, that's a big decision again.
Yeah.
Because also this thing is, I took this decision when I was 23, 24, naive, young also for my age. I was a boy. Sorry, who I was dating, she's vegan, and she talks about, and then I was like, see this documentary. This is true.
And
and also I think I wanted to, purpose and identity.
Sure.
Yeah. We are tribalists.
Yeah.
We, as human beings, we are tribalists. We want to belong. You know, this is why gay people stay in the closet, because you want to belong. You want to belong. You don't want to be outcasted. You don't want to be an outsider. You don't want to be told, I don't want to hang out with you. We want to belong to something. You find a place where you had a sense of belonging. And it's really hard to let go when you feel like I'm not going to have a place where I belong.
Especially a place of belonging that has such a very significant purpose to it. I mean, that's wild to me. The principles of that type of lifestyle. I feel like a Republican. I don't like your lifestyle, boy.
No lifestyle. Your choices.
Your choices of veganism is hurting me in the following ways. This is your intervention. Put the meat in your mouth.
Yes, sir.
Everybody likes a piece of meat sometimes.
And there it is.
It was good. It was good. And well, I turned people vegan as well. Some people were already vegetarian, and I kind of bumped them over to veganism.
Not enough for a vegan to have a friend that is vegetarian. That is like,
no, because when we were vegan, they were like, "Why?" We didn't understand them. They were almost more annoying because they didn't went all the way. Seriously, like we were like, oh, "Why are you fucking vegetarian?" Because you couldn't see the positive. You couldn't. It was like all or nothing.
Right.
I felt like that.
Sure.
I was the same. And then a couple of years, I didn't really care. I was just still vegan. I was still eating plant-based, but I didn't care what other people did. I was whatever. So I left that preaching veganism quite many years ago.
Did the preaching ended because when you came here, you felt outside? Like you were not, you didn't feel welcome in the group that was here. So that also had some influence into, okay, maybe this is not where I belong.
When you say here, you mean Sweden.
In Sweden, yeah, because you said that you had an experience here that you were not enough, or that there was this.
I think I made it worse of preaching to my friends. Many of us were still friends today, like in the guy group since kindergarten almost. And they were like, "Shut up, Kim." I was like, "No." And I couldn't understand. Like I was more like, "Well, I'm doing this. This is the right way. I mean, I want to help you." So it doesn't work out. I mean, it's me creating this distance. Me, if I'm just don't talk about it, and you say, "Hey, if we go out to dinner, I can't follow you if you go to this carnivore thing, but I can join and have some fries." I think I just made it worse because it was my identity. I was like, I don't want to give McDonald's money. I don't want to go even buy a vegan burger at McDonald's because then I support them. So I think I just created myself, and then I just realized, I mean, vegan is not me. It's not my identity.
Right.
I'm more than what I eat.
Way much more.
Yeah.
Way much more. Okay, so then transitioning out of veganism.
I'm not feeling well. I've been thinking about, is my diet actually the fault? Like I got COVID a year after COVID kind of exploded. And then since that time, I've been sick. I was sick once a quarter or even more. I mean, you felt like a cold is coming or like a throat. I have to call in sick, be at home because you have feverish quite often. And I was like the health itself. I was almost never sick, but rarely. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And then since I went eating meat, I have not been sick, like at all. And I feel stronger. I feel more focused. I'm not making this up. My body is kind of craving more. Not as I'm hungry or have this kind of like, oh, I want something sweet.
You're running off of protein.
And I know now what people think, I would never give up cheese. If I went vegan, that would be hard. And now I'm like, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. I fucking get you. We had sometimes 2 cheeses at home at the same time. And I was like, whoa.
And again, this is just a personal experience. Things work different for everybody.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that one thing is bad or the other thing is good. It just means that you need to find the right nutrition or the right way to do fitness as well that works for you. Don't try to follow some people that are doing something because you think that this is how you want to look, because what they do might not work for you at all, or it might do even the opposite, or lead to an injury, or lead to a reaction of your body towards that diet.
Yeah, I think it's incredible for you to have been living one way for 10 years and to now be trying to figure out what works best for you. Ultimately, the pendulum is swinging to the other side. It's encouraging because it doesn't only have to be about, oh, I'm switching from vegan to eating meat again. That can be, this is an example of just change, period. Change for something that's going to make me feel better personally. That's a huge lesson that all of us have to learn, to just be, excuse the pun, but brave about just jumping in.